The Great Depression was the worst economic downturn in the history of the industrialized world, lasting from 1929 to 1939. It was originated in the United States. The Great Depression caused drastic declines in output, severe unemployment, and acute deflation in almost every country of the world. Customers' spending and investment dropped, causing steep declines in industrial output and employment as falling companies laid off workers. By 1933, when the Great Depression reached its lowest point, some 15 million Americans were unemployed, and nearly half the country's bank had failed. We can identify four principal causes of this depression in the United States. First, the stock market crash in 1929, the banking panics and monetary contractions, the gold standard, and finally, a decrease in the international leading and tariffs.
The Great Depression affected United States and other countries mainly because 25% of the people were unemployed because of this. The stock market value decreased in 90%, the international trade collapsed in 60%, and 50% of the German people was unemployed also because all of the United States industries and companies that were in that country. And also the politics was affected because of German and Japan start empowering their militaristic politics, and that was what it caused the Second World War. This big problem was solved by President Franklin Roosevelt in the United States because he created a plan and implemented named New Deal. This plan was designed to create jobs, allow unions between countries, and it helped by giving people unemployment insurance. And many of these plans still existing, and this helped to prevent another Great Depression in the future.
Lifestyle in the US became unsustainable even if there was a rise in people economics. The predictions of the decreasing of stock values in the New York Stock Exchange were appearing and panicking banks and people around the country. And that's why investors start to sell everything and save all the money as possible, just a couple days before the event of the Great Depression appeared. But on Thursday, October 24th, the day known as the Black Thursday, the speculation got at its maximum, and it was an exchange of 12 million of shares between all the companies and business in the Wall Street. But the worst came 5 days later, on Thursday, October 29th, the Black Tuesday, as known, in which approximately 25% of the Wall Street value was dropped and investors lost more than $30 billion. And it obviously got worse the following weeks.